Hey Lorain County sports fans, and welcome back to the season finale of Diamond Chat, brought to you by our friends at First Federal Savings of Lorain. Well, what a high school softball and baseball season it was here in Lorain County. Of course, all across Ohio, the regionals and state tournaments still will be happening, but all of our Lorain County teams, they are done. But we'll take a look back at what this season was. We had some records being broken, some teams, punching their ticket to the districts and regionals for the first time in X amount of years. So a lot going on in Lorain County this year. Before we do get into that, though, make sure right below you like and subscribe to that Chronicle Telegram YouTube channel. That's the best way to catch all of the latest episodes and see what's happening in and around Lorain County. And of course, drop a comment. Let us know what you like and don't like from the show. Let us know what you want us to cover next. Just let us know your thoughts in that comment section below. Again, right here on the Chronicle Telegram YouTube channel. So without further ado, let's dive into the baseball scene this past week in Lorain County. And I want to start with Elyria Catholic. Boy, what a wild week it was for Coach Bruce Lasicki's Panthers. They get a catcher's interference walk-off in the district semis against Black River. That's certainly not something that you see every day. Levi Ellis for Elyria Catholic said as much to the Chronicle Telegram following that game, said he hadn't seen that on TV or in person or anywhere. So kind of a weird play, but EC beats Black River in that walk-off via the catcher's interference in the district semis. Unfortunately, that was the end of the road, though, for the Panthers as Gatesville Hawken, the Hawks knock off EC 5-3 in the district final. EC was up 2-1 at one point in that game, but a 3-run blast in the third from the Hawks gave Hawken the lead for good in that one. So again, hats off to Coach Bruce Lasicki and his Panthers on an outstanding campaign. That'll be a dangerous team, I think, for a few more years to come here. Moving over to the SWC, looking at Avon Lake, and head coach John means a good season for them. They fall in the district semis to Wadsworth, unfortunately, though 3-1 it was the final. Lake Erie College commit Dominic Poltrone, one of the best players in Lorain County this season, particularly on the mound. He gave it his all against the Grizzlies. Unfortunately, he was outdueled, though, by University of Akron commit John Allen for the Grizzlies. So Wadsworth gets the win again over Avon Lake, 3-1. Again, Poltrone, though, dominant. 10 strikeouts, just 4 hits, 4 walks allowed, but just not good enough against Wadsworth on that particular day. Coach John Means after the game said, hey, he didn't really think his shoreman got outplayed that bad. It was just, that's how the ball bounces sometimes in baseball. So, heck of a season for Avon Lake. And speaking of Dominic Poltrone, he was actually selected to play in the Augusta Brand Senior All-Ohio All-Star Series. So, pretty cool stuff there for Mr. Poltrone. Looking at Columbia in the Lorain County League, they started this year with a quest for their second straight district title. Unfortunately, they do not get it as they fall to top-seeded Dromesville-Hillsdale. 4-2 was the final there. Coach Dan Durante, he told the kids before that one, 5 hits and 2 errors, their stat line in their previous game to get to that district final wouldn't be enough to beat Hillsdale, and it wasn't as they finished with 2 errors and just the 4 hits. So a couple of mistakes doing the Raiders in. Unfortunately, not able to get that second straight district title. And Avon, a wild week as well. A walk-off sacrifice fly from Tyler Krause in a district semi-game against Amherst punched their ticket to a district final against North Royalton, and what a battle it was. Myself and Craig Couch were on the call. 11 innings it took, but the Bears end up knocking off the Eagles. 5-4 was the final score. Avon went to the 7th with a 2-1 lead. North Royalton got one back. Then North Royalton added 2 in the 9th. So you're thinking, oh, okay, maybe this is it. I don't know if they got enough to come back. But Leo Walters hit by pitch to start the half inning. Gavin Earhart triples to bring him home. And then Bretton Dill brought Earhart home on an RBI single, tied it at 4. North Royalton got one in the 11th, though, Avon not able to rally again, and Avon falls to North Royalton in that district title game 5-4. Coach Pat Schola, though, his first year at the helm for that Avon baseball club, and quite a season that they had. A heck of a turnaround from last year. This is a program very much under the rise, again, now under the direction of head coach Pat Schola. So that'll do it for our baseball coverage this year. Quickly looking at the softball side of things, we retreated to an absolute instant classic as Avon and North Ridgeville did battle in the regional semifinals. Avon ends up winning that one 4-2. North Ridgeville beat Avon twice in the regular season. They were the talk of the town basically, with Katie Barnhart, Autumn Belkey, Jenna Jaffe, that whole team just incredible all year under first-year head coach Amy McMillan, and hats off to them for an excellent year. But Coach Ken Matusak and the Avon Eagles just too much in that game. Kayla Dykin struck out 13 Rangers in that one. She also went 4 for 4 at the plate with a double, a home run. She was responsible for driving in all 4 of those Avon Eagle runs, and what a game that was. as Avon knocked off North Ridgeville 4-2. And that's as far as Avon would get, as they end up losing the regional final to Holland Springfield 3-2 was the final score there. Solo shots from Liz Berkey and Emma Odie had Avon rolling early, but unfortunately Springfield would get one back in the 7th to tie things at 2, and then they would win it in the 9th by a final score again of 3-2. But again, for Coach Ken Matusak and the Avon Eagles softball team, a outstanding year. So Avon baseball and softball, nice postseason runs this year. I'm very curious to see how they can build off of that heading into next year, although obviously the spring of 2023 is still a little ways away. So just taking a look back at some of the more important or notable things that happened in this season in Lorain County, a name that you're all very familiar with, I'm sure, Annika Burdell from Elyria Catholic setting the new county home run record. She hit her 35th at the Priebus Memorial Classic earlier this year. That broke the previous mark of 34 set by Sammy Steffen of Keystone. And keep in mind, folks, Annika missed an entire year in 2020 due to COVID-19. So just kind of imagine what that record might look like if that 2020 season was able to happen. Speaking of Annika, her and Cassidy Kettleman of Amherst posting 626 and 611 batting averages respectively. The only two Lorain County softball players this year to hit over 600. So a shout out to those two young ladies on outstanding years offensively. Avon Softball, just talked about them. Their regional title appearance was the first one for the program in 43 years. So you can see strides being made over there, again, for Coach Ken Matusak's program. This one actually pulled from Sean Bennett's Twitter account. A great follow on Twitter, Chronicle Telegram reporter Sean Bennett. Avon and North Ridgeville winning their district titles this year. It continues Lorain County's streak of having a district champion every single season since 1984. That's pretty impressive, folks. Plus, Lorain County has had multiple district champions every season since 2004. So when you think about Lorain County and the baseball and the softball scene especially, just very good softball around this area, and it was put on display by a number of talented ladies this year that we didn't even get to talk about this week, but we've mentioned in previous episodes, like Aaliyah Musel from Brookside, Lauren Rounds from Firelands, girls like that. So outstanding stuff again this year in Lorain County. Leah Musel of Brookside, by the way, led the Lorain County League with 5 shutouts this year. Lily Castle posted the conference's lowest ERA with 1.8. Some more just fun stats here for you. Jack Civic of Keystone, a 585 average, the only LC baseball player to hit over 500 this season. Cody Horvath of Brookside posted a .38 ERA. That's pretty nasty stuff on the mound from Horvath. Andrew Champagne of Columbia led the boys with 50 strikeouts in the Lorain County League this year. And finally, I do want to give a shout out to Black River Baseball as well. The Pirates finished 11-3 in the Lorain County League, securing their first conference title since 1993 when they won the Firelands Conference. So it's been a long time coming for Black River. Some changing of conferences, conference names being changed, but Black River Baseball back on the rise again, winning conference for the first time since 1993. Congratulations to Black River. So that'll do it for this year for Lorain County Baseball and Softball. Again, congratulations to all our district title winners this year. Congratulations to all of our seniors for putting on a heck of a season for all of us fans, and hopefully looking forward to following them in their collegiate career, those of them that will be doing so next spring. So big shout out to Kristen Bauer behind the camera each and every episode this season, making sure we stay on nice and smooth. And a big thank you to First Federal Savings of Lorain for sponsoring the show all season long. So again, for Kristen Bauer, I'm Rocco Nucci saying thank you for watching this week's Diamond Chat, brought to you by First Federal Savings of Lorain. That'll do it for the season. Don't go anywhere, though. In the fall, we'll be right back with the Blitz. Thanks for listening, folks. We'll see you then.